Welcome to the Microsoft Academy. So today we are going to be looking at the question on dot product and what and cross product. So we're solving questions on them. So in our last class we discussed about the dot product and also the cross product. So you can check the description box there to get the video for this dot product and cross product for better understanding of these questions. Alright, so we have first question and we have the second one here. So we'll start with the first one. We have that if P is equal to that and Q is also equal to this, then we should find the magnitude of P and Q. Then also we should find the scalar product of P and Q, and finally we should find the cosine angle between P and Q. Alright, so if we solve, let's write solution 1. Okay, we have the magnitude of P is written this way. So we are going to have it, the formula as S squared plus Y squared plus Z squared. Okay, where our X, Y, and Z are the position for this and this and this respectively. Okay, now when we make our substitution, this will be equal to the square root of, we are going to have 7i all squared plus, then our y is minus 3j all squared plus, we have 2k all what squared, right? Good. Now from our unit vectors, okay, we say that if we take the dot product of same unit vectors, it will be equal to 1. Okay, so we have already made a video on that concerning this unit vector, so you can check the description box to understand better about the unit vectors, how we take the cross product and the dot product, the result of these unit vectors. So now when we do that, we are going to have that this is the square root of, this is 7 times 7 will give us 49, I dot I is 1, then minus 3 times minus 3 will give us positive 9, j dot j is 1, then 2 times 2 will give us what? 4. Of course, k dot k is also what? 1. So if you point that in your calculator, you are going to have your answer to be 62. Okay, so 62 is also equal to 7.9. If you take the square root of 62, it will be equal to 7.9. So that is the magnitude of P. Magnitude of P is equal to 7.9. Alright. Now the magnitude of Q will be equal to the square root of, we are still using the same formula, S squared plus Y squared plus what? Z squared should be equal to the square root of, so we go to the vector Q, we have 4i plus 5j minus 3k, right? So we make our substitution for the respective position. We have 4i all squared plus 5j all squared. Now take note, I'm not writing minus 3k all squared. This is wrong. Okay, I first of all do this, add up, okay, then take the unit vector there and square. Is that okay? Alright, so this will be equal to the square root. Here will be 4 times 4 is 16 plus 5 times 5 is what? 25 plus minus 3 times minus 3 is 9. Okay, we have the unit vectors here, they will cancel out since their dot products are the same, it will be equal to 1. Alright, so this will be equal to, then when we punch this in our calculator, we get that this is square root of what? 50. Okay, and square root of 50 is 7.1. So we also have the magnitude of what? Q to be 7.1. So magnitude of P is 7.9 and magnitude of Q is 7.1. Okay, alright, so the next question says the scalar product of P and Q. Still on question 1. Okay, so we know that P dot Q is a scalar product, right? Good. So now when we are doing this, we write for p, the vector there p will be equal to 7i minus 3j plus 2k. Alright. Then we take the dot of that of q, right? This will be 4i plus 5j minus what? 3k. So I will show you a simple way to do this. Okay. Now since we are taking the dot product, so you have to take note. This is for the dot product. When we are doing for the cross product, it's quite different. Okay. So now what we do here is this: we go to multiply the same unit vectors for p and q. Okay, those ones that are the same, I and I will multiply I and I with their values here. Okay, then this we also multiply this, that is minus 3j, we multiply 5j, and 2k we multiply minus what? 3k. So you see they are corresponding to their unit vectors when we are dealing with the what? The dot products. Alright, so now this will be given as equal to, so we say 7i will multiply 4i. We are going to have 7 times 4 is equal to 28. Okay, so then I dot I will give us what? Will give us 1. So we go to the next one, minus 3j, okay, times 5j. So minus 3j, we have minus first, then 3 times 5 will be what? 15. Then j dot j is what? Is 1. Alright, so we don't have j there again. So we have 2k is multiplying minus 3k. So 2 times minus 3 will give us minus what? 6. K dot k is equal to what? 1. Alright, so if we solve this, you punch in your calculator, you are going to have that 28 minus 15 minus 6 will be equal to what? 7. So that is the result of our dot product. So that means p dot q is equal to what? 7. Alright. So the next question, still under this question 1, the sub question there is to find the cos of angle between p and what? And q. So what we are asked to find is the cos theta, okay, between p and what? And q. So how do we solve this? We recall from our previous class when we did dot products. Okay, we got this formula that p dot q is equal to the magnitude of p times the magnitude of q. Then we have cos what? Theta. Alright, so if we make cos theta the subject formula, since that's what we are asked to find the cos angle, we are finding the cos angle, it will be equal to p dot q all over the magnitude of p times the magnitude of what? Of q. Alright, so we are going to use this formula to calculate the cos theta. So I will clear this side of the board so that we can solve that question. Okay, let me stop here so that we can take these values and make our substitutes. So we have that cos theta will be equal to, we say it is p dot q all over the magnitude of p, magnitude of q, right? So our p dot q, we got p dot q to be equal to, okay, from our question we got p dot q to be equal to 7, right? So here will be 7 all over, then the magnitude of p is equal to 7.9 times the magnitude of q is equal to 7.1. Are we together? Alright, good. So now you can see that this will be equal to, so if you punch your calculator and you solve the whole of this, we are going to have, this is 7, okay, here we have 7 all over. When you times this 2, we have 56, okay, which is equal to 1 all over what? 8. Alright, so therefore our result is 1 all over 8. So if we have that cos theta is this, then we can find the angle, right? The angle will be the cos inverse of 1 all over what? 8. And the cos inverse of 1 all over 8 is 82.8. So that is the answer, 82.8. So the angle there is 82.8, but the cos angle is what? Is 1 over what? Over 8. Alright, so this is for the first question. So we'll go straight to the next question, that is question 2. So I'll clean this side of the board so that we can solve that. So I write solution 2 here. Okay, so we have the vector D and vector E to be equal to that, and we are asked to calculate D cross E. So we are asked to calculate the what? The cross product. Okay? Then we are asked to find the angle between D and what? And E. So these two vectors, find the angle between them, and also show that the cross product of D and E is perpendicular to both. Okay, so let's start with the first one, I. We are finding D cross what? Cross E. Okay, now D cross E, we substitute the vector for D. We have minus 5I plus 6J minus 3K times E. We have 7I plus 8J plus 4K. Alright, so this is the way we find the cross product when we are looking for the cross product. Now, this we can do the cross product by using this first term here to multiply everything that we have here. Okay, then we move to the next term, use 6J to multiply everything that we have here. Then we move to the next term, minus 3K to multiply everything that we have here. Alright, so this is one method we can use to calculate the cross product. Another method is the determinant method. Okay, using the determinant method. So I made a video on how you can use the determinant method to solve the cross product. So you can check the description link there of that video on how to use the determinant method. I think the determinant method is quite simple if you are used to it. Okay, it makes you to get your answer quick and fast. So you can check the description box there to get that video. Alright, so we continue with this method for this. Now we say you use this to multiply each of them, to multiply what? Each of them. Alright, so when we do that, this will be equal to 5I will multiply 7J. If 5I multiplies 7J, we are going to have minus 85, that means 7I. 5I is multiplying 7I. We have minus 35. Okay. Then I dot I is equal to 1, right? Okay. So if 5I minus 5I is multiplying 8J, we are going to have minus 40. This is I cross what? Cross J. Good. Still, we have looked at this in unit vector. You can also check the link there, where we know that I cross J is equal to what? To K. So I will be skipping most of this because we have already made a video for that, so you can still check that video. Alright, so the rest there we have this minus 5J, we also multiply 4K. If minus 5J multiply 4K, we have plus 20 what? J. Okay, we have plus 20J. Then we have the next one, 6J, we multiply 7, we cross multiply 7 I. Okay, so if that happens, we are going to have minus 42 what? K. Alright, then this we also multiply 8j, we are going to have plus 0. Alright, so here also we are going to, sorry, this is a mistake. Here also will be what? Will be 0, okay? Now the reason is because I cross I cross I will be equal to what? 0 from our unit vector. That's a mistake. I cross I will be equal to 0. So take note of that. Alright. Then here why we have 0 is because j cross j is also equal to what? To 0. Alright. Now the next one we go is 6j multiply 4k. If 6j multiply 4k, we are going to have plus 20 what? 4i. Alright. Then we go to the next one, 3k minus 3k to multiply everything that we have here. So this will be, we have minus 3k multiplied with 7i will give us minus 21j, okay, and minus 3k to multiply 8j, we are going to have plus 24i, okay. Then minus 3k multiply 4k will be equal to what? 0. Why 0? Because k cross k will be equal to what? 0. So that is how we get that. So in case you are lost on how we got these different values here, because of timing, I will not want to explain them in details because we have already done that on a video. Okay, we made a video that explains how we can get this. So you can check the description link on unit vectors, how to multiply, do the cross product and dot product of unit vector. Then check it out, then come back to this, you will see how these results are gotten. Alright, good. So then if we collect like terms and solve, our result will be giving us 4ki minus ji minus 82 what? K. If you add up the terms here, we have 24i plus 24i will give us 48i. Then we have to go to j, okay. We have 20j minus 21j will give us minus what? 1j. Then we have minus 40k minus 42k will give us minus 48k. So when you solve that, what you have gotten is your d cross what? Cross e. Now you see your result is in vector form. So that shows that the cross product gives us a vector quantity, okay? Unlike the dot product we solve, the result is a scalar quantity or scalar form. Alright, so now the next question on that question 2, sub question there is to find the angle between D and E. So the angle there is, we know that D cross E from our formula is equal to the magnitude of D times that of the magnitude of E sine what? Sine theta. So if you make sine theta subject formula, you are going to have that this will be D cross E all over magnitude of D and what? And E. Alright, so if we solve this, we have to know the magnitude of E and D and E, which is taking the square root of the magnitude of D and E here will be 48 I all squared plus, here we have minus j all squared plus, we have minus 82k all what? Squared. Okay, let me write this down below so that we can see that clearly. So this is square root of, we have 48 I all squared plus minus j I all squared. Okay, there we have plus minus 82k squared, right? Good. Then we divide through with that of the magnitude of D. So the magnitude of D, we go to D, we have D is here, right? Okay, so we have minus 5i all squared plus we have 6j all squared plus minus 3k all squared. Then we have times, okay, the square root of e, that is the magnitude of e, will be equal to 7i all squared. We have 8j all squared, and we have 4k all what squared, right? So if you solve the whole of this, so try this, solve the whole of this, you are going to have that your result will be, okay, let's go straight to find the sine theta. If you make the theta here the subject formula, remember the whole of this is sine theta. So you make theta the subject formula, you have sine inverse of whatever answer you have here. Okay, let's call it g. I believe by now you must have solved this in your calculator and you get what everything here, you call it g. Alright, then once we find the sine inverse of that, our result will be equal to 45 degree. So that is our angle. We have 45 degree. So try this out, solve it, and see if your answer will be 45 degree. If you find it difficult to solve this, comment on the comment box there so that I will make a video on the calculation, particularly on this. Alright. Okay, so if you also get your answer correctly, you can also make your comment. So we have gotten that our answer is what? 45 degrees. So that is the angle between D and what? And A. So the next question is to find the cross product of D and E. When you can show, okay, we should show that the cross product is perpendicular to what? So both sides, to both, okay. So if we solve that here, let me show you how we can solve that. Alright, so we have that D plus E. If we take the dot of this vector, because this is a vector, the result will be a vector. Take the dot of a vector, D dot this vector, it will be equal to 0 if D is perpendicular to D cross what? Cross E, right? That's what we said in our previous class. To know that these two are perpendicular, then the dot product must be equal to 0. So if you also do E dot this cross this, it should also be what? Equal to 0, showing that E is perpendicular to what? To D cross what? Cross E. Otherwise, it is not what? Perpendicular to each other. Are we together? So try that and see if the dot of this will be equal to what? To 0. Check that and comment on your box, on the comment box there, and that you got the answer to the word 0. If not, tell me to make a video on solving this particular word question. Alright, so see you in the next class. We are going to be doing more questions on this dot product and